Let's bring in CBS News Justice reporter Paula Reid in Washington. Hi, Paula. Tell us more about what you've learned. Why does the Department of Justice say it's going to sue AT&T?
Well, we've been expecting this for a few weeks now, as both parties sort of made it publicly known that they were unable to reach any kind of compromise to make this merger amenable to both sides. But today, the Justice Department has announced it does intend to sue to block this deal. And justice officials tell us that, quote, they believe that this deal would harm competition, result in higher bills and less innovation for millions of American consumers. But when we really press these justice officials to be more specific, to really get down to brass tacks and explain what specifically the antitrust concern is here, really all they would give us were general concerns about the amount of content that is controlled by AT&T, DirecTV, and Time Warner, and not just content, but also these distribution channels. They say that is their concern. It is their concern that consumers would lose out if this much content and the distribution channels were in the hands of one entity.
So are these the main elements of the proposed $85 billion deal that the DOJ is going after?
Yes, exactly. But AT&T's version of this story is that this is exactly what they wanted. They wanted Time Warner's content and talent along with AT&T and DirecTV's distribution channels. They wanted to combine them, and they argue that this would have been a benefit to consumers.
And so has AT&T responded any further?
They have come out with a statement, and they say that they plan to fight this. They say that this is, quote, radical. This is a departure from how most antitrust deals are typically evaluated, and they intend to fight this in court. They intend to go all the way, and they expect to prevail because they argue that there is very little legal precedent to support the Justice Department's arguments in this case.
All right. Now, we know President Trump is an outspoken critic of CNN. Is there any sign that his disdain for the network has anything to do with the DOJ's announcement?
Well, it certainly colors how people view this announcement, right? We've seen this in previous cases. For example, the travel ban. The president's statements can and will be used against him in a court of law. And we have seen his statements, his tweets be introduced into court to undercut the Justice Department's case. Now, the Justice Department says that no one from the White House interfered with this deal. There were reports that the Justice Department had demanded the sale of CNN, but the head of AT&T had come out and said that is not true. But there were some talks about possibly selling off Time Warner Turner Broadcasting, of which CNN is a part. Problem is, everyone will see all of these sort of complicated antitrust matters through the lens of the president's very outspoken criticism of CNN. So I think for a lot of people, they're going to say that, look, I don't understand antitrust law, but I know what it means when the president says he hates CNN and he wants to block this deal. So the president has really made the Justice Department's job here a lot more difficult.
Absolutely. Paula Reid, thank you for that.